Namaste, my friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 signs that you are very close to finally coming out of the dark night of the soul. This video is for people who are well aware they are going through a spiritual transformation. Perhaps over the last few months or even few years, it has taken maybe a darker tone, become a little bit accelerated, more intense than you had anticipated or would have chosen to sign up for, and would relate with this general blanket term of the dark night of the soul. The awakening is hitting you, and it's hitting you hard, and it's almost forcing you to make these big, uncomfortable changes in your life, and it can be a very overwhelming experience. This video, again, is going to share with you 5 signs that you are close to getting out of this, close to witnessing the sun shining on the new version of you that you've been cultivating so aggressively over this past, few months, years, etc. As they say, and I know you've heard me say it, and I'm not the one who came up with it, it's darkest before dawn. That could not be any more true when it comes to getting out of the dark night of the soul. I will never forget how dark the place I was in prior to really lifting out of the funk, of the fog, of the misery, and into literally a brand new life of connection and excitement and passion and purpose and abundance and satisfaction and just fun, okay? Anyways, I'll get into the 5 signs right now. Number 1 is you might feel very cut off from your source, from your spirit, sometimes even from your synchronicity, from the magic. A lot of times as we enter into the awakening process, we are granted some type of mystical, some kind of exciting confirmation. And a lot of us experience many of those through synchronicity and signs and just exciting unfoldments, feelings of randomly being really in the flow and connected to your higher self, just sort of sailing and gliding through life effortlessly. And we could have a little bit of that. It can feel like the awakening process is very much guided from something else, from like your spirit guides, your higher self, and you're just kind of following the footsteps. And you've been doing it a long time, and it gets to a point where you're like, you know what? Where's this going? I'm not really yielding anything substantial right now. It's just kind of more of the same. It's more highs and lows, more processing, yet another thing to heal and to work on. And it can kind of go with that momentum, and the magic starts to wear off. You feel less connected than ever before. I remember myself, I would desperately shuffle through my tarot deck, yelling like, where are you? What's going on? I really could use your help now. Why would you abandon me? What does this all mean? This is BS, I would think. And I'd flip through them and I would chuck them against the wall sometimes. I get so frustrated because I was like, you know what? My life is getting really challenging right now. I've been really dedicating myself fully to this path for quite some time. And now nothing? I felt very victimized and pissed off at the time. Here's the thing. All this means is that you are shifting. And you'll learn through this, I guarantee every one of you will learn to start tuning into a different source of guidance. No longer will you require synchronicity and dreams and premonition, all this cool, like magical, sort of abstract, stuff. You'll start to rely more so on your center, your core, your heart space, your own higher consciousness. And making the next right move won't require, again, such a divine orchestration. It'll be more like, after all your experience, that you now have what seems to be the wisest choice to make, and you just make it. And this shift is so incredibly empowering. It means you don't have to wait. A lot of the earlier part of the awakening, the dark night, is about waiting for signs, waiting to be told what to do or something. And now it's like, what do you want to go out and create? Who do you want to become? Who do you want to transform into? Well, let's do it. Number 2, around this time, you're probably very focused on finding and discovering your life purpose, your mission. You've probably had enough experiences, enough confirmation, enough for the playing out of the old patterns and cycles. and maybe enough of holding on to the safety nets of your life, whether it be a relationship or living location or a job or something. You've had enough of that to know that for you to be truly happy and satisfied and free, you'll need to find that missing piece of yourself. People call it a life purpose. It's not so myopic, like there's one life purpose and you came to do it. It's more like a feeling of connectedness with the path your soul chose for you, your highest path. And this will usually involve some form of expression, some form of sharing and just creation out of your life and soul's journey. And I'll tell you what, man, that in itself is such a worthy payoff. I've gone through some dark times, man. I faced addiction. I was blasted at 9 years old by a massive firecracker and sent to the hospital for weeks. I went through surgeries, extreme physical pain for a young kid, as well as many other things. And you know what? When I can help people by drawing from the wisdom I gleaned from that pain, it's a magical feeling. It's so amazing. And you know what? When you do that, when you find your ideal creative outlet, your life mission, you will create abundance for yourself, because you will be delivering a lot of value to the whole, to Earth. Whether you do it on a large scale, like with a YouTube channel, or just some small scale thing, it doesn't matter. It's all equal. It really is all equal. But the point is, you'll be satisfied, you'll be happy, abundant, and free, and it'll make all the things you've been going through right now truly worth it. I know your intuition has been saying it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine, just sit back and be patient, it's gonna be worth it. It is worth it. Use me as an example. You watched my older YouTube videos. I've been living this life to show you it's worth it, okay? So right now, if you're coming out of this dark night, you're not just sitting back, you're like, you know you want to find your life purpose. And even though you don't know where it is and don't know what it is, and even though it's kind of a frustrating process of this self-discovery, you're like, you know it's got to be done. Number 3, you might feel like you're being tested like never before. Like throughout the whole awakening journey, there are many challenges. It's almost always unexpected, right? It's always surprising. Like, oh my goodness, I just made it through this last cycle of healing and release and growth. And I was hoping I could just chill out for a while. And now it's, oh my goodness, this perplexing thing now. And my point is, as you're on the tail end of the dark night of the soul, it gets more confusing, more like the challenges stack up on your plate. You're like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. This is too much. I can't handle it. For me, this was like a collapsing of both of my careers, being shut off from my financial income completely, still clueless about my life purpose, yet knowing it's time to make a very bold move. I didn't know what to do, and just the financial stress combined with all the emotional intensity, it was just, I felt like I had just fallen into really, really dark, bleak times. And I, at that point, really sort of given up on the whole spiritual path, even though it was so in my face and confirming for so many years. I was like, this is BS. I can't be distracted with this. I got to get my life in order, but I don't even know how. I've just been following this path of intuition, and it's led me into this dark pit that I don't think I could ever get out of. Here's the thing. I got out of it. You're going to get out of it. And the experience of climbing out of your old life and darkness is going to be so freaking revolutionary and empowering. It will imbue you with qualities and traits that can help you live an extraordinary life. And while you're in it, it's like, oh God, I don't want to be in it. I don't want it, but you are, because you chose it, and you're going to get out of it. But the thing is, you're not going to wait for the next magical gem of divine guidance. You're going to get yourself out of it. You're going to pick up your feet, dust yourself off, and just start marching forward in whatever seems to be the wisest move to make at the time. And as you do, you'll find that you're ascending out of that hole. And that's a relief when you feel like you're really starting to put all that chaos to rest. But then you just keep climbing. You don't only climb out of the hole and get back to square one. No, you keep climbing and ascending your vibration, yourself, your sense of self, your connection to the whole. And your life is going to start funneling upward in this amazing way. But it begins at the tail end of the dark night of the soul, which again is kind of like deep in that pit. Number 4, you feel lost and confused. But at the same time, you need to make a move. Life will stack up in a way that will force you out of your comfort zone and into your life purpose and into the life that you're capable of living. But it's a messy transition for a lot of us, and you don't always aren't always aware that that's actually what's happening. So it doesn't feel like that. But right now you might feel lost, confused, but know it's time to make a move, just like it was for me. I was like, for me, the way I always tell this story, so I'll be brief, but I had 2 businesses, 2 things that I thought I loved to do. Well, life came around and helped me realize that, you know what, these aren't your passions. These aren't, not only are they not your passions, but they're not gonna work. They're keeping you stressed and unhealthy and miserable. And I felt this strong guidance to let them go and just trust the unknown, as I had been doing. So I did that. I let them both go. I had no money coming in. And I had 3 children. I still have 3 kids. 3 children at the time. A wife, 2 dogs, a cat, a house, car leases, bills. You know, I was like, what am I gonna do? I feel so lost and so confused and so it's such a disarray, more disconnected than ever before, less guided than ever before, and yet something has to be done like yesterday. And that pressure, it sucks. It really does. The pressure, it will bring out the badass in you. The earth master, the wisdom, the strength, the courage, all the qualities you have always had but have forgotten that you actually possess them in this here and now moment right now. The pressure will help, boom, rise you in to your true potential. And that's why it's happening. And if you're feeling the pressure, it means you're close to emerging as a new human being. Number 5, because of the pressure and all the things I've been sharing, you are starting to take action. Even though it's maybe not going anywhere right now. You do always have a sense of the next move to make. And a lot of times that next move doesn't make sense. I know for me, we were like out of money, right? And I was feeling like I wanted to live in San Diego. I was living in Michigan at the time. I didn't know how I'd get out there. And one day I felt randomly inspired to start gutting and like cleaning out the clutter in our home. I suspected it might imply I'm gonna sell the house, but that made no sense at all to me, just given my circumstance. But anyway, there was one day when I decided to clean out our miscellaneous drawer in our kitchen. I know a lot of you probably have that. Drawer gets cluttered with all sorts of random stuff. It's a pain in the butt and lengthy experience to organize. I found myself tearing into that drawer, and I felt, for the first time in like a week at that time, I felt connected. I felt reconnected to my path. Like somehow this drawer and me cleaning it is the right move to make in this right moment. And guess what? It was. And then I did the next seemingly right thing, which might have been completely unrelated. I don't recall what it was. And I just kept taking this action, not knowing where it was going to lead. Feeling, even though I wasn't getting the signs, I just felt in my heart that it's gonna be okay. I'm making the right move, and all I have to do is keep doing the next obvious right thing. And the way I confirmed it was how it felt. Cleaning the drawer out, I felt connected. I felt connected to my path. And I know you can all discern that. And then the other big moves, like decided to put the house on the market. Again, no job or anything. We went and lived in a little 21-foot RV, crazy with 3 kids. But that felt right. I felt in alignment during that time. I didn't get the big payoff. The sun wasn't blinding me with this light and God's grace or anything like that. But I was just taking these action steps that felt right. And guess what? eventually I found myself here in a life I could have never even designed. I never thought it could be this good. And this is my version of good. Your version of good will be perfect, beyond your concept of perfect for you. And all you have to do is take action in those next steps that seem sensible and feel right. Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you well. I wish you well, man. I wish I could be like your, I sympathize with what you're going through, but I also know where it's leading. And in that sense, I'm very happy and proud, happy for you and proud of you and excited for you. So good luck. Go off and do your thing, my friend. I'm gonna bounce. If you're brand new to my channel, let me just say welcome. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here. I do have a free meditation that I made myself. You can check it out down below. It's to help you connect with your higher consciousness. We're always connected. You always are your higher consciousness, but this meditation will help you kind of like remember that and sort of get in touch with that connection you always have, which will make the downloads and like the higher guidance a lot easier to perceive. I made it myself. It's totally free. Check it out down below if you'd like. It's at the very top of the description box or it's in the pinned comment below. With that said, I'm gonna bounce. Much love to you all. Namaste.